The four impulses that can destroy you if you don't master them. What are those? Number one, hunger. Number two, anger. Number three, lust. Number four, being tired. Now, it's not in that specific order, but each and every one of them, if you don't control them, especially as a man, oh my God, your life will be miserable. Your relationship will be miserable. Your business life, your personal life, all aspects of your life will be miserable if you don't control them. In today's session, I'm going to show you, reveal to you all of them, and also how to gain control. Now, let's start with with number one. Again, it's not in a specific order. It's not like whatever. When you're hungry, let's talk about hunger. Low willpower, and desperate mindset. When your body seeks safety and comfort, it takes away from your willpower energy. This is why you're hungry and you become impatient. You become very short fused. You make stupid decisions, especially when it comes to food. But still, it's not just about the food, it's way more than that. Now, when you're hungry, desperation calls the shot. You settle. You make decisions that you make decisions. You say yes to things and people you normally walk away from. Your body is in survival mode, and survival does not care about standards. You and hunger, by the way, it can be all kind of things. When you're hungry, it can be physically or emotionally. Your brain prioritizes survival over wisdom. You will settle for toxic people, impulsive purchases, or self-sabotaging shortcuts. This is what it is, and what it will destroy your judgment, standard, and self-respect. Now, how you master it goes like this. You fuel your body. You don't negotiate with life on an empty stomach. Eat well, hydrate, sleep. Basic needs are important. This is not just an option for you. So when you're hungry, and I'm talking about not just physical hunger, it can be mental, like I said, it can be even spiritual, emotional. When you're hungry for something, learn how to feed yourself. Check your inner hunger. Journal about what you really crave. Is it attention, purpose, peace? Then meet the need yourself before seeking it externally. You have to find a way to fill your own cup. If you seek other people to fill your cup, you will stay thirsty forever. And that's a great metaphor. You can't search your answers in other people. In a relationship, you can't assume that your partner will be everything and do everything. You can't. You need to be able to stand alone. And paradoxically, the prerequisite of being in a loving, healthy relationship is knowing how to be alone, is mastering being alone without being lonely. This is in regards of relationships, but it goes way further than that. Way further than that. You get to be self-sufficient to a degree that you know how to satisfy your own hunger. Create internal abundance. Meditate, reflect, learn to feel full, sorry, from within. So desperation never speaks to you. Feed your soul. A starving mind can't make smart decisions, smart choices. You have to pour into you all the time, loving on you, respecting on you. And I made a video not too long ago about the difference between self-respect and self-care, self-love and self-care. Many people think that self-love is going to the spa, get a massage, and chill at the beach. No, no, no. This is not self-love. This is actually the opposite of self-love. This is self-care. And self-care, I'm just gonna touch on it a little bit because it's very important. Self-care should be around, I would say, 10% of your life. 90% needs to be self-love. What is self-love? Self-love is doing what you need to do when you don't want to do it, or even when you do want to do it, but it's doing what you need to do in order for you to progress in life. Self-care is chilling, it's relaxation, it's doing what you want to do. It's just it can be like I said, it can be the spa, it can be massages, it can be whatever. And it can be just watching something TV. Not that I recommend it, but these things are quote unquote self-care because you are relaxing the mind, you're not stretching. But the most important thing in self-love, it's the byproduct of self-respect. And self-respect is gained only when you do the hard things. So I don't want to elaborate too much on that. Go ahead and make sure that you watch. I will put the link in the description below of self-love versus self-care, so you can actually start to understand how to love yourself and how to respect yourself. Sorry, respect yourself first and then love yourself. After you watch that, just implement it. That's all. Because wisdom is only knowledge when it's only applied knowledge. If it's not, it's going to be frustration. Many people know so much, but they don't do shit. And when you know and you don't do, this is the equivalent. This is how you will feel frustrated. But when you know and you do, this is how you acquire wisdom. The second thing is angry, emotional hijack. When you're angry, your ego calls the shots. You say things you regret, you lash out, you break things, not just objects, but trust and connection. Logic is gone. The ego takes over and says, I'll hurt you before you can hurt me. What it destroys? It destroys relationships, clarity, and your future self. Anger makes you feel powerful in the moment, but powerless afterwards. You might win the argument, but you lose everything else. And anger, it's a it's an emotion that gives you it's an impulse emotion that gives you control. When you're angry, you're like, you're in control. And people get into the state of anger only because you're feeling like you're out of control. Understandably, but don't get there. Anger, it's a juvenile emotion. It's for kids can be angry, not adults, especially not men. Men can never get angry. You can never piss me off. There is no way you can piss me off because I won't let you. What can you do? What can you say? Even if something happened, I was like, it already happened. No point of being angry. So as a man, you gotta be stoic, you gotta be strong. Never be angry. Never get angry. How you never get angry? You pause before reacting. You take deep breath and you break the automatic loop. You name what's underneath. Is it fear, hurt, shame? Anger is often a disguise. Shorten the recovery time. Practice breath work or cold exposure to train calmness under pressure. Train your response muscle. Role play of triggering scenarios in your mind and reflect after outburst. Every failure is a feedback loop. Don't trust a thought that comes to you when you're angry. Let it cool, then decide. And as a man, you got to be on your mission. You got to be on your grind. You got to do things that are progressive towards where you want to be in life. If you don't, you will have a lot of suppressed emotions which will turn into anger, but what you're actually angry about is you not fulfilling your full potential. That is all there is to it. And let me tell you, a person who is angry is not busy enough. A person who is angry is not busy enough, or should I say, not productive enough. I don't have time for anger. So get this. Let me break down to you just a little bit about my day, and you will see. This is how it goes. I wake up around between 3:30 to 4:30. Now, I write my content, I write my book, I I'm preparing for the day for my calls with my clients. Then in the morning, I usually go. Now I got back to do Muay Thai. So 7:30 to 9, I do Muay Thai. Coming back, this is the first training of the day. Eating breakfast. Usually, I will cook for myself breakfast or order something, but still healthy breakfast. Then around 10, I will start calls with my clients around until around 4, and then I go to a second workout at the gym for about 2 hours. It can be around between 4 to 6 or 5 to 7, depends on my call. And then I come back 7. Sometimes I have call between 8 to 9 or 7 to 9, depends. The day is done, and then I need to go to sleep. The day is done. Where can you fit anger? Where can you fit anything that is not productive? This is why it can never get me, because I'm too busy to be angry. you need to be too busy to be angry too. Should I say, like I mentioned before, productive. Next, horny, lust over logic. Oh my God, you guys. When you're horny, your dick called the shots. Your brain shuts down and your body overrides your values. You chase instant gratification. You ignore red flags. You forget everything because right now, pleasure is the king. What it destroys your focus, standards, and long term alignment. Sexual energy is sacred fuel, but if it's being misused, it becomes a distraction disguised as desire, as pleasure. It can be super distractive. How you master it, there are so many ways that I can't even fit in one video, so I will make another video that will be very specific about sexual mastery, sexual discipline, and semen retention, how to do it right. It's not what you think, and it's something that you've never seen before. People talk about semen retention online and they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. I'm going to bring it to you straight and you're going to love it. Now, how you master it, you need to transmute, you don't suppress. You use that energy to fuel your creativity, workouts, or business. You turn desire into discipline. Again, there's so many things I can say about how to transmute it, but there are some words that I cannot use because YouTube would censor me. But I will just make a video for you and you will understand it way better. And actually I'm going to record it right now, so make sure that you watch it. It's probably going to come out right after this one. The second thing is you need to set standards before temptation shows up. Know what you will and what you won't do before you're turned on. You don't tolerate disrespect. You don't like, I'm going to tolerate disrespect. That's because I want to be intimate with you. Can never do that. As a man, this is the most self-emasculating thing you can do. You avoid triggers. You clean up your digital diet. This is how it works. What you feed your eyes, feed your urges. Don't watch pornography. Don't watch, even though it's not about pornography. Don't follow Instagram models, OnlyFans models, Victoria's Secret angels, or whatever the fuck. Clean up your feed. Many guys just all the time look at girls in fucking TikTok or Instagram or whatever. You need to clean it up. If you don't clean it up, you'll be horny. And when you're horny, bad decisions, super bad decision, especially if you don't have sexual discipline. If you don't have sexual discipline, you're fucked. You're really fucked. By you wanting to fuck, you're fucked. Practice self-control daily. Delayed gratification is in one area, trains all others. And you got to train all other areas of your life. In food, you track your macronutrients. You don't eat whatever you want. You eat appropriately to your diet, to your goal, your fitness goals. You train when you don't want to. You eat what not what you want, but what you need. I stopped doing what I want. I just do what I need. I drink what I drink. I eat what I need. I don't eat what I want. I do what I need, not what I want to get to where I want to be. I read what I want, what I need to get to be where I want. Can you see where I'm going with this? You all the time, as a man, you have to do what you need, not what you want, in order for you to get what you want. And that's the secret of life. Don't waste divine energy on temporary pleasure. Build something eternal instead. Last but not least, it's being tired, mental and physical or emotional exhaustion. When you're tired, weakness calls the shots. You quit early, you skip workouts, you scroll instead of build, you don't hold boundaries, your tired mind says, let's just make let me just make it through the day. But that mindset keeps you stuck. Actually gets you backwards. And what it destroys? Discipline, patience, and your dreams. Exhaustion make everything look worse than it is. You will give up too soon, speak too harshly, or chase comfort instead of purpose. How you master it? Honor your energy cycles. Track your highs and lows. Schedule big decisions during peak focus hours. And I want you to journal, see how you feel in the morning, what is the level of your motivation. And then during the night, like during the midday, after the afternoon and night, and you will see you go through highs and lows, highs and lows. And I'm gonna put a video now that I've created like maybe 5 years ago about your mood swings. So I'm gonna put it now and then I'm gonna come back and continue this video.
Life is a mind game, and you need to know when you're at the top of your game. Research shows that we cycle through periods of optimism and pessimism each day. We feel most pessimistic around 4 a.m. During the waking up hours, we're most likely to worry, doubt, and think about the past or dread about the day ahead. Our state of mind usually becomes clearer as the day goes on. Our optimism is at its best around 10 a.m. At this time, we become more creative, more open minded to new ideas, happier, and simply the best version of ourselves. In the late afternoon hours, we cycle back towards a darker mood. We sink into the pessimism zone a second time around 4 pm. Then, around the early evening time, our spirit rises again, and we hit another emotional high point around 8 pm to midnight. Learn the times that you're the most effective and use your positive minded periods to the fullest. That's you at your best.
Now, after you watch that, you probably understand just a little bit better about your mood swings, which is completely normal. Now, I want you to make your own schedule and see what are your peaks, when you hit a peak, when you hit a low, and choose accordingly and say, at this time, it's time for this type of decisions. In times of peak, time for decisions. In times of low, it's time to do physical activity like the gym or things like that, because the gym does not require a lot of mental bandwidth. It just requires you to do what you need to do. Second one is rest proactively, not reactively. Don't wait to burn out. Unplug before you break. Schedule that one. Build mental endurance. Train when you're tired. Walk when you want to sit. And this teaches your mind that it can keep going. And I do it all the time. When I want to sit, I have a treadmill in my home. I walk. When I'm tired, I will go to the gym tired. And it doesn't matter, physical or not. It's when you learn how to push yourself, it becomes easy. Not easy, easier, because your body is not controlling your mind. Your mind controls the body, and this is how it should be. The body is the animal. The mind is the controller. It's the driver. It's the body. Let's say it's the vessel, and the mind is the actual driver. Restore regularly. Think of rest as a ritual, not a reward. You don't rest. If you don't rest, you'll confuse burnout for failure. Peace is your power. Final thought, these impulses are not the enemy. They are invitations. This is normal. We will all have them. To master them is to master yourself. Let hunger teach you how to nourish. Let anger teach you how to pause. Let lust teach you how to channel. Let exhaustion teach you when to rest. Master the moment, or the moment will master you.